Welcome to week 2. We know that research has shown that a knowledgeable teacher is the key to effective instruction. So what is important in order for you to become a knowledgeable teacher regarding phonics? What are the terms and research that can impact you as you begin your teaching journey? I once had an administrator say to me when I was a beginning teacher that you have to teach something 3 years before you completely understand it. And I thought, really? But wow, he was dead on. By the 3rd year that you're teaching something, you really have a total understanding of it. The terms phonemic awareness, phonological awareness, phonics, those are all 3 different terms. We often hear teachers and parents use them interchangeably. They are not interchangeable. They're 3 different things. Much of what you read about phonics instruction in a classroom reading program last week came from the National Reading Panel Report way back in 2000. Well, since then, we have had the No Child Left Behind Act. We have had the Common Core Standards that came out, I believe, in 2010. And we now have the academic content standards that Ohio uses, which can be found on the ODE website. In becoming a knowledgeable teacher regarding phonics, early childhood majors understand its importance in helping young students read and write. Others may need some support in this area. Lest you are thinking you really don't want to be a knowledgeable teacher as this area just does not apply to you, I am a mind reader with experience, here are a few examples of student work. This first example is from a kindergarten child who self-initiated and independently wrote a song after school in another classroom. Here's 4th grade response. We know that readers of all ages continue to use phonics as it makes it easier to read and learn new words. Older readers use phonics as they identify and produce written words. All readers need to become word solvers and develop a large reading and writing vocabulary. Since we all use phonics, as a knowledgeable teacher, begin your study this week by making sure you're able to use the following terms easily: phonological awareness, phonemic awareness, and phonics. Our reading this week will look at phonemic awareness and early word identification. We will relate these understandings to several different approaches to phonics instruction. There's synthetic phonics, the analytical approach, embedded approach, analogy approach, spelling approach, and any number of combination approaches. While it is mind-boggling, we will attempt to make some sense of it all in becoming knowledgeable teachers. By the end of the week, you will be able to discuss the various approaches to phonics instruction in learning to read and write. You'll be able to discuss and apply principles of literacy and learning. You'll discuss the historical impact and influence of phonics instruction, and you will participate in group discussions in order to construct new knowledge. Week 2 reading assignments are Chapter 2, which is phonemic awareness in our text, and Chapter 3, which is early word identification in preschool and early kindergarten. Also, these are articles that you need to read this week. Here are some internet resources. Be sure to watch this video concerning the phonemic awareness brochure or booklet that you're going to be making. I go over that in detail and the rubric also. If you haven't had a chance to explore the Choice Literacy website, that is an excellent website to explore. Assignments for this week. Forum 2-1. From our reading last week, we understand that there is not a single method of teaching phonics that is best for all students. Yet there are major approaches which teachers should be familiar with in order to make appropriate instructional decisions for students. Based on the course text and your own research, compare and contrast two approaches that you believe are most beneficial from your own experience and for your future students. Okay, so you're comparing and contrasting two approaches. Then you're going to give examples how you would teach phonemic awareness with each approach. Support your assertion with the course readings as well as additional references. Be sure to respond substantively to the posts of at least 2 of your fellow learners in order to promote continued discussion. Please be sure that you hit every part of this forum. You're comparing and contrasting 2 approaches and then giving examples of how you would teach phonemic awareness with each approach, and then you're supporting that from course readings and your additional research. So that's Forum 2-1. Forum 2-2 is your phonemic awareness brochure. Please be sure that you watch the video that I have already referenced in this video. Week 2 for lab. You're going to be administering a primary or elementary spelling inventory, and then you're going to upload a scored feature guide. You need to include your initial thoughts as to the information that's collected about your students' phonetic skills. You need to keep this information in your mind as you plan your students' tutor sessions. You want to use this data from the spelling inventory in those tutor sessions. Now, the final grade for this will be posted during week 8. Be sure to refer to the grading rubric for this assignment. Lab assignment. The second week, you're probably still continuing to get acquainted. If you didn't give the spelling inventory in week 1, you need to give it in week 2. Please be sure that you have explained to the parents that these tutor sessions, you are implementing what we are learning and discussing in class. If you have any questions about that, please ask me. Remember, it's 10 hours of face-to-face tutor time, and that's documented, and 10 hours of planning and research, which is also documented. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Back under Course Resources, you will find the Words Their Way spelling inventories. Here's the primary spelling inventory, the elementary, and the upper elementary. I'll just click on the primary. Here are the directions. This is the feature guide that you will complete after you've given the inventory. And I thought there was a completed feature guide. I will upload the completed feature guide and place it here under additional resources by the first part of week 1. If you have questions, please ask me. Thank you.